Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Michael got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this TGI Mickey Ficky Friday. It's the weekend, baby. And I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button. Now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page, go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, man. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, please don't tell me you didn't even know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. What's wrong? You got to keep up with the Joneses in them. All right? So here, listen. Wherever you get your apps from, and it doesn't matter where you get them from, whether it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery, Woolworth, Weebolts, Goldblatts. Doesn't matter. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you want to go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew. And I mean a slew of articles thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put us there next to the big boys. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Apple Plus, Paramount Plus, Stars. Oh, yeah, another episode today. Woo-wee. Of Raising Canaan. Yes. But I digress. Put us there next to the big boys. You can watch us on the big screen. Help run the big screen, right? Mickey, Ficky, now. You can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. But if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Listen, I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So listen, whatever platform you're watching this on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or a mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here in a thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Man, woo, Charlie. Damn. Woo! This chat is jumping. Woohoo, jumping. Black Diamond checking in. This is top of the morning. Colston Lovin. Shaking SMFH. Ben, I pray you know what the fuck you're doing. Hey, listen. You want a man to cook the meal? Let him get his groceries. How you gonna be mad at him? Let him get his groceries. Like that, this is why I told you, Shawn, I'm holding out excitement because they are known to do dumb shit. Why is that dumb? This is a guy that he figured that he feels fits better in his system than Tyler Warren. How many times have we talked about people, man, Poles got the wrong guy. This was a Ben Johnson pick. They're both there. This is a Ben Johnson pick. If you want him to cook the meal, let him get the groceries. He got the groceries. So now we're gonna wait and watch. Sit and watch. I hear you. A lot of people were mad. A lot of people were upset. But man, how can you be upset of a guy who thinks this guy would be a good fit for the offense that he's created already? He's already created this offense. He knows exactly. He should know. He knows exactly what type of personnel he wants. It's not a West Coast offense. Okay, this is his offense, his creation. It's a hybrid of different offenses that he created. So he's the mastermind. So people are going to say, "Oh, he's from the Ben Johnson tree." So give him some slack. What we just were, wasn't it? Oh man, this guy's an architect. This guy's great. He's a great offensive play caller. Blah 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 blah. All this, and then you get mad at his first pick. Let him cook. Let him get the people he wants. And I'll tell you what, everyone jumped at Tyler Warren because Tyler Warren had a decent quarterback. This guy had a shit quarterback this past year. He had like 5 quarterbacks this past year. You know what? He played very well the year before when they won the Natty, when he had J.J. McCarthy. So it shows he can be a difference maker when he's got a quarterback. And we've got a quarterback here, don't we? So everyone who talked about Caleb being a dude, don't back off now. Don't back off now. Sorry, just get my coffee. Don't back off now. You said Caleb's that dude. Okay, well, guess what? Colston Loveland played great when he had a really good quarterback, and we got a great one. Ask anybody. Should do well. Petty Laird's in the house. Good morning, man. How are you? He says, what up, what up, what up? It's the weekend, baby. Let's go ahead, Theo Shawn. Hey, Jeremiah, what's up, mijo? How are you? Cornita Squalls, what up, what up, what up, sports donors? The more I watch Lovin's tape, the more I love this pick. In Ben we trust. I'm telling you, let him go get the guys that he wants to run his offense. It's good. Trust me. At first, I was a little, but I'm like, wait a minute. This is what we wanted. We wanted Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson wants his people. Let him get it. Let him get it. Miss Patty, please excuse the choice of language. You can see I'm not pleased with our first pick. Really? I thought it seemed like you're on the fence a little, Black Diamond. Hey, listen, trust me. Look at it from this perspective. You want him to run, you want him an offense that was explosive? Well, he's already done that. Now he's doing it again. Let him go get the people he needs to create that type of offense that he created already. That's all I'm saying. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. My man Junior's in the house. What's up, Baba? It's like round 2. Actually, 2 and 3. Let's go. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Cornelius says, if Ben Johnson says Loveland reminds him of Laporta, then this pick is fine with me because Laporta's a beast. He is a beast. He is a beast. A Mickey Ficky, TGA, and FGB. Yeah, how about the Clay Matthews? That son of a biscuit. That was funny, though. If I was a Green Bay Packer, Kyle Tippin, cousin kissing Mother Hubbard, I would have thought that would have been great. That would have been great. That was classic. I could tell, even though it was against us, I could say that was funny. That was some funny shit. That was some funny shit. Because I didn't know where he was going with it. He's like, I talked to President Donald Trump. I'm like, oh, okay, here come the MAGA people. He wanted to say this, dear Americans. I had a joke about it. One of the girls in CrossFit this morning. She's from Wisconsin, and we were just talking about it. We were laughing about it this morning. That's hilarious. Rick Gonzalez checking in. He said, "Good morning, Shawn, and everybody in the chat. Bear the F down. FG, yeah, FGB. Fuck Green Bay." Clay Matthews. That shit was funny though. Game recognized the game. Hey, I respect it. That was funny. You had that platform. You came up with a good joke. That was funny. He planned it too. Had the envelope and everything. Oh, you long-haired freak. Oh, man, Mr. Shorty's in the house. It goes top of the morning to you. Damn, I'm tired. Did you have a live show right after yesterday, Shorty? Is that why? Shorty says, I can't talk today. I'm on the phone, but I have all. I can't talk on the phone at all, but I have you on. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Levette Lee's checking in. Good morning, Ma. Thank you so much for checking in. Appreciate you. Yeah, Cody is. Remember when the Lions traded T.J. Hawkinson, everyone thought they were crazy until they got Laporta. That was a Ben Johnson pick. This is a Ben Johnson pick. Give him some slack. Rick says, R.I.P. Mongo. Mongo was asked before, or would Urlacher play in the 85 Bears? And Mongo replied without hesitation, somebody has to play special teams. Man, I'm telling you, he was one of a kind. They broke the mold when they made him, dude. That was crazy. That was crazy. Aunt Ma's checking in. What's up, Baba? Thank you so much for checking in, baby. Appreciate you. Oh, Patty said Mr. Shorty was out until after midnight. Woo-wee. Woo. Crazy. King Booker World, salute everybody in Shawn. Has everyone had their what the fuck sleep and feel better? They should. Oh, my man checking in from the East Coast. Jay Grizz in the house. Good morning, Super Bear Down. Good morning, SuperBack and sports owners. What's up, Jay Grizz? Jay Grizz in the house, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, we got a great show, man. We got a lot to talk. We got some baseball to talk, and obviously we have the NFL draft to talk. A lot of people were on opposite sides of the fence, man. A lot of people were happy. A lot of people were mad. A lot of people were like, I'll wait and see. Life is about perspective. I'm going to give you my perspective. I said it a little earlier, but I'll say it again in a moment. And I like the pick. Okay? And you talked about, and I was in a buddy of mine's like, well, I want a premier edge rusher or left tackle. I'm like, there weren't any left. There weren't any left. You know, like 3 tackles were gone. So Will Campbell was gone. Kelvin Banks was gone. And who was the left tackle? Will Banks, Will Campbell, Kelvin Banks. Damn, who's the third tackle? I can't think of it. Membo, thank you. Armand Membo. Thank you, Rick. Those were gone. And the edge rushers. King Booker World said, I said about a month ago, Jets was going to be a Raider. Yeah, he fell. He fell. Yeah, Membo went to the Jets. He's going to be protecting Justin's backside. Yeah, Aunt Moss, here it is. Not a strong draft after the top 5. Yeah, 6-40, pretty much the same graded players. It was a good pick. I agree. I agree. And it's funny, the shade you see everybody throwing. It's not even the best tight end, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this dude is a much better blocker than Tyler Warren. Excuse me. This kid is good. this kid fits. Ben feels this kid fits his system better. So who are we to tell Ben about getting players for his system? You know what I mean? Who are we? He just created an offense that was one of the top offenses in the NFL in the last 3 years. And we're going to tell him who to take. Because, a lot of people said Tyler Warren was this, Tyler Warren was that. You know what I mean? You got to trust him. He just built an offense that I said was one of the top offenses in the NFL. Let him do it again. He's doing it again. So let him go get who he needs, who he feels can get this offense to be one of the top offenses in the NFL again. That's all. That's all. Rick, I don't know. Running back is a mustard, 39 or 41. Maybe 41, because here's who I want. I would love to get Ariante Ursary. If he can last a 39, woo-wee. If he can last a 39, remember I talked about Ariante Ursary. I said he was the guy that they did a survey amongst Big Ten players, and he was one of the toughest guys to deal with, is what defensive players said. This is from players. It's not from coaches. It's not from analysts. It's not from scouts. It's not from talking heads. It's from players on the field. And he was one of the most difficult men to get around and to beat, is what these players said. So that would be a lovely one. Bellissimo checking in from across the pond. What's up, Papa? How are you? Coach at Loveland's built like a Porter, but runs around like I'm on Ross St. Brown at the top of the stem. Yeah, he's a phenomenal route runner. Phenomenal route runner. Phenomenal route runner. And this is no shade on Tyler Warren. It's not shade. Hey, people were asked that in polls right away. Said, hey, they're both probably going to have great careers. But for our system, it fit better. So, Rick, sorry, you're saying running back? I say Ariante Ursary. Sorry, Ariante Ursary. I'd like him at 39 if we can get him. Then we were 2 picks later. We got and there's a shitload of running backs. Travion Henderson. I was looking at Travion as much as I like him. I don't know about give me Caleb Johnson. Here's why. Caleb Johnson doesn't have the speed of Travion Henderson, but Travion Henderson's 5'10". You got a 5'8" running back. We're at 5'10". Give me a 6', 6'1" running back at Caleb Johnson, 2 1/4, who breaks tackles and has good breakaway speed. Not great, not home run speed. He's got good breakaway speed. I'll take that. And he's made a lot of people miss. Yeah, Jay Grizz. I like Grant too, but I didn't think he was going in the first round. I was surprised when he went in the first round. I was surprised. I was like, whoa. I was surprised when Grant went in the first round. 2 Michigan defensive linemen in the first round. Cornelius Squalls. He gets open like Travis Kelce. I'm telling you, this kid is smooth, man. This kid is smooth. The way he runs routes, the way the way he blocks. And I think that could have been a bigger thing. He's a phenomenal inline blocker. Get him out, line him up on the regular tight end spot, and he can block like a son of a gun. And then run routes the way he does. Yeah. Ariante Ursary, cool. Green still available. People got to worry about his off the field situations. Bellissimo from across the pond, where it's afternoon, he says, "Don't be surprised if the Bears draft Ozzie Trapilo, left tackle from Boston College." Okay. Cornelius says, also my guy Darius Alexander is out there as a 3-tech. What about Xavier safety? Damn, that's hot. They got a couple safeties still out there that. Hold on. Here we go. Best available. I can't believe Will Johnson didn't go. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nick Imenwari is still out there. South Kakalaka, 6'3", 220. All right, if we want to address that. You got Kevin Winston from Penn State. He's still out there. All right, he's 6'2", 215. Got Xavier Watts from Notre Dame, 6 foot, 205. Malachi Moore from Alabama. He's 5'11", 196. So good. There's some good safeties around. You'll probably get one in the third round. Probably go in the third round and get it. So I'm liking the pick more and more. Because here's why. This guy's building his offense again. He's building another offense like the one he just built. Let him go get the players. And this guy does it all. Again, no knock on Tyler Warren. None whatsoever. But for this system, maybe it was just the end line blocking that was better. Maybe they both graded out very similar in route running, in pass catching. Maybe they graded out similar on according to the Bears, but the end line blocking got them, and that's important. You want this team to run, huh? Well, guess what, Cole? You're gonna need Smythe. All right, phenomenal inline blocker. Phenomenal inline blocker. Now you got Cole Loveland, another great inline blocker. You want to run the ball? Just tell him, man. Tell him. No block, no rock. He's creating exactly what he did. He's going to have a two-headed running back. All right, I'm telling you, I hope and pray we get Caleb Johnson from Iowa. I hope and pray we do. I like him a lot. But if we get a Judkins, Quinshawn Judkins, I'm not going to be upset. If we get Travion Henderson, I'm not going to be upset. Won't be upset. And there's a couple other guys too. I won't be upset. But now he's getting the two tight end set situated. Now I'm telling you, I pray Ariante Ursery. Come on, baby. Ariante Ursery. Leave him. Get to 39. We started at pick 33. 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 7 picks. The 8th pick in the second round. And the 10th pick. Man. And Ma says, Shawn, you see any other team in the top of round 2 taking the running back before us? Let's see. Let's look at the second round order. Cleveland, no. Texans, maybe? Cleveland got 2 picks, 33 and 36. The Raiders, they don't need one. Maybe the Patriots at 38 in front of us. Maybe the Patriots at 38. Cleveland, because Nick Chubb, isn't Nick Chubb a free agent? They lost Kareem Hunt. He went back to the Chiefs last year, and Nick Chubb's a free agent. So unless they re-sign him, but running backs are a dime a dozen. So Cleveland might have it. They got 2 picks. Again, 33 and 36. Houston Texans, they got Joe Mixon. They're good. Tennessee Titans. I don't remember who their running back is. I don't recall. See, maybe the Raiders again don't, and the Patriots at 38. They might snag one, unless they continue to build. Junior says Cam Ward was very humble for the overall number 1 pick. Didn't do all the dancing and foolishness. Very businesslike. Yeah. Yeah, him and Shedeur Sanders were two polar opposites. You saw him, he had his own little booth ready when he got drafted. He didn't get drafted. We're going to talk about that. Rick, I don't think I can. Can you even name 5 Titans? Will Levis. Will Levis, who might not be there much longer. Yeah, Rick, I don't know, bro. I don't know. He says I can't. I think Cleveland's going to draft Shedeur. I thought the Giants, remember they jumped back into the first round? I thought the Giants were going to take Shedeur, and they ended up taking Jackson Dart. I was surprised at that. And maybe Cleveland does take him. But, man, Cleveland's just a cursed franchise, bro. Cursed. Listen, here's what we got to do. I got to take a quick break. I got to get the Gordon off to CrossFit. I got to take a quick break. So on the other side of the break, there we go. Good. On the other side of the break, we'll continue with more. Actually, I'll get to the top of the morning topics. Man, we started talking Bears, and people were upset. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But we got into it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, let's take a break on the other side, and we'll talk more sports, Chicago sports. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit ChildMind.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you do?
Hey, Colson.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Ryan Post from the Bears. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. How you doing?
Good. You ready to be a Chicago Bear?
Let's go, Coach. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
I
Awesome,
appreciate
brother.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Let's do it.
Oh, we are gonna be great. I'm gonna hand you over to Coach Johnson now. Okay.
Yep.
Someone's getting after their back.
Let's go. What we got, man?
Coach Johnson.
Tell
Come
me
on
something now.
Come on now.
We cooking with hot grease now, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate
Smart,
it. Don't know what
tough,
you're getting. Trust.
explosive. I mean, what? Yeah, I know exactly what we're getting, man.
Come on.
You excited?
Yes, sir. I can't wait. I can't wait to be a Bear.
Good. Man, it's a huge. It's the first pick as a head coach, man. You're exactly what we're looking for, man.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Chicago Bears. That was the call. That was the call. Dude, that was fired up, man. Fired up. It's like we're cooking with hot grease now. Yeah, Coach. Uh-oh. What the hell happened? Whoa, I don't even. Whoa, let me see. Wow, hold on.
Move it! Yes, sir!
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel, you can find us at Sports Zone Chicago. And on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku.
Over the last 2 years, studying, we did our due diligence with the quarterbacks last year. We watched JJ. This kid stood out as just a different type of player. And I know he's going to add a ton of value to our offense and our entire team. Open up to questions.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning at Sports Zone Chicago. Man, that was the glitch in the Matrix. Man, I am so sorry. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning. That clip courtesy of Chicago Bears. That was Ryan Poles, our GM. Let him cook, baby. Let him cook. I don't know what the hell that was all about, but I apologize for that. Yeah. Cornelius, we're cooking with grease now. Gotta love it. I love it. I think Shedeur is going to be good because can you imagine playing with the pressure of being prime son? No, I don't even think of that. I think the embarrassment. I think the embarrassment of yesterday is what's going to help it. And he said it yesterday, fuels to the fire. He had the little booth created so for when he got called and got drafted, and no one called and drafted him. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. Mr. Anderson. Yes, they just said that was embarrassing for him. And it humbled him. And maybe that's what he needed. Maybe that's exactly what he needed, was to be humble. Sit your ass down, eat this whole God-blessed humble pie. Not a slice, the whole damn thing. You had cameras there, you had family, you had friends there. The world was watching, or at least the country was watching, wondering where you were going to go. You didn't get drafted. Embarrassing. Hopefully, he uses that as motivation, and whoever gets him, hopefully he goes ham. I want to wish him the best. Hope he does do well. And I think that humbling got him. But what are we going to do? Oh, yeah, we're going to do some top of the morning topics because that was a segment. However, the glitch in the Matrix caught us, and that was nutso. I was like, what, dude? It was so crazy. Dude, it was nuts. I was up twice. I was like, what the hell is this nonsense? Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. But, all right, let's get it cracking. Let's get it crack-a-lacking because we got a lot to talk. And so, guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show. It's called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. First top of the morning topic. Let's get it, baby. Good guys on the South Side. That's what I'm talking about, baby. The good guys on the South Side blanked. Shut them out. The Twinkies up in Minnesota, 3-0. Man, Shane Smith finally got his first career win. This kid is nice. Let's not ruin him like we've ruined everybody else. I like this picture from Danvers, Massachusetts, who played baseball with one of my best friends, the son of one of my best friends from college. He went 5 innings yesterday, 4 hits. He went 5 hits of shutout baseball, 4 hits, 1 free pass, 7 punch outs. Ladine Sosa 1 for 4. He hit a homer, his second of the season, driving in his 6th RBI of the season. Vargas. Miguel Vargas was 1 for 3, hitting his first homer of the season. All right, Palacios was 1 for 3 with an RBI, his second of the season. That was it for the Sox up in the land of 1,000 lakes up in Minnesota. Now they travel to Sacramento to face the Athletics for a weekend set. First pitch. Remember, they're on the left coast, so it's going to be late. It's 9:05 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on Chicago's net or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. The probables for tonight's game for the White Sox: Shawn Burke's on a bump for the good guys. He's 1-3 with a 6.23 ERA, going up against Luis Severino. He's 1-3 with a 3.31 ERA. Sox got to keep doing the little things, man. I know it's tough. I know. Damn. Doesn't look good. You keep losing games, but you got to stick to the process. All right, you got to stick to the process. You got to play good, fundamentally sound baseball because it's going to start winning you games. I know it's not winning you games now because the talent you have and a lot of it isn't developed yet. There are a lot of youngsters, and they need to grow and kind of, get their bearings about them. But don't stray from the process. Do not stray from the process. Next top of the morning topic, the Cubs. They're back on the north side. They host the Phillies. Wrigley Field for the weekend. First pitch is at 1:20 p.m. Central. Probables for tonight's game for Philly. Taijuan Walker, he's 1-2 with a 2.29 ERA going up against Colin Ray, who's 0-0 with a 1. ERA. Man, it was so frustrating. I was at my buddy's spot. He opened up a new spot in Berwyn. I'll put Berwyn right off of Oak Park by the train. If you know where Berwyn is, right by the train station in Oak Park. It's on the next street on Grove, right by Gaia. Is it the name of the Italian restaurant? It's right next door to that. And man, oh man, oh man, I ran into one of my buddies that I haven't seen in a while. Straight Cub fan. And I was teasing like, man, I said, look at your stupid Cubs playing really great baseball. Oh, man, that was funny. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, we are. So the Cubs just got to keep doing what they're doing. All right, the Cubs got to keep doing what they're doing. They're coming up with clutch hits. You got guys who are performing well. And this is not going to happen all year long. It's peaks and valleys. You know how it is, right? You're not dumb, right? It's 100 ebbs and flows. You're hot, you're cold, you're hot, you're cold, you're in a slump, you're in a streak. It happens. Okay, but who's going to pick them up when they're in a slump? When a team, everybody can't be hot at the same time. I shouldn't say it's very rare when everyone's hot at the same time. Dansby Swanson isn't hot right now. Okay, now once one or two people may cool off, maybe he picks it up. All right, keep the team going because they got a couple guys on this team. All right, you got Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki. Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ. These guys can carry a team for a week or two. They can get hot. And by the looks of it, PCA he's getting closer to getting in that category of being able to carry a team for a week or two. PCA is off to a phenomenal start. So the Cubs are in a good position right now as they welcome the Phillies to Wrigley Field. Excuse me. Rick, do the Sox even have a plan? Yeah, I think they do, and I think it sucks. Because if it's the same plan that they've had for the last 20 years, it's going to suck. You get guys, you develop them, or here's the problem, you don't develop them. That's the key issues. All right, you get shitty managers, and I'm not saying our manager now is shitty. We got to see. Will Venable, we have to see. So, players like playing for him. Excuse me. They like playing for him, but what's it going to be? You're going to be stressing the fundamentals, trying to eke out games here and there. All right, until you get confident enough confidence where you can start going toe to toe. I don't know. We're gonna find out. So King Booker? Well, you ain't lying. White Sox are turning into a farm system for other teams. Yeah. Yep. So I don't even know, but that's anyway. That was, to me, that it's frustrating, my White Sox, man. I say that every time, but there's really nothing. I mean, where's the lie? Where's the lie? All right, let's move on to the next top of the morning topic. The next top of the morning topic, the Bears, baby. We started the show off with this, but the Bears have selected tight end from Michigan, Colston Loveland, with their first pick, number 10 selection in the 2025 draft. Their first selection. It's a controversial pick for a lot of people. We saw it in the chat today. Black Diamond was ready to see some heads roll. And I get it. I get it. You wanted, there was something else that you were looking for and you didn't get. And it kind of, it wasn't as crazy as it wasn't the big splash you wanted, but I think it was necessary. Yeah, it was necessary. I like it. I'm looking forward to this guy running routes at Soldier Field, getting open. I'm okay with the pick. Again, I'm not floored by it. I'm not jump for joy and saying, "Oh my goodness, Ben Johnson's the best. Ryan Poles the best." I'm not that high on it, but I understand. You got to understand the process. You got to understand the process. He's getting pieces one by one by one. So now we got to watch today. And the sad part is I won't be able to see it. Oh, I won't be able to. No, I can see a little bit of it. Because I'm going to the Cat Williams concert tonight. He's at the United Center. But his concert starts today, so I'll be at Output at 6. See the draft. 7:30, I head over. By that point, we'll have our first 2 second-round picks will be in the books, and I can tweet about those. Yeah, I can tweet about those. But yeah, so I guess I will be able to see it and get some lappy laughs in there. That's funny, dude. That's funny. King Booker World, CNC tight end factory. That's not, hey, patent pending. I'm gonna make a shirt of that, baby. King Booker World. Don't worry, Papa. I'll give you a free shirt. That is one. We got to figure out what number he gets and put the 2 people on there. CNC tight end factory. That's great shit, King Booker World. Good stuff. Rick, I am a little concerned. He said, Rick says, are you worried about his injured shoulder? I believe. Yes, he had surgery and he's rehabbing now. So obviously he won't be at the rookie minicamp. Cornelius, yes. In Ben we trust and fuck Green Bay. Yes. I'm telling you, I hate Clay Matthews even more. That was still funny as hell, though. That was still funny as hell. If you're a cow tipping, cousin kissing Mother Hubbard from Green Bay, then it was funny. You would have been laughing. You know, just about everybody there was related yesterday. All the people in Green Bay stuff, they were kissing their cousins, probably kissing their sisters. But that Clay Matthews thing was funny. Even I had to say that. I was like, damn, you got us good, stupid ass. You got us good. But in Ben we trust. Yeah, so Rick, I'm a little concerned with it. But they said they interviewed and they talked to him yesterday. Cornelius said I had a laugh too. That was good. They got us. Oh, you game recognizes game. Okay, you got us. You got us. But guess what? We're 1-0 in 2025. You guys are 0-2. How about them there apples, huh? How about them there apples? You ain't won yet. We already beat your ass in 2025. Oh, and then the Bears responded on Twitter. They had a picture of the kicker after he kicked the winning field goal. That's dope. Oh, man, listen, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side of the break, my man, Glenn Morgan, driving back from the incestuous Wisconsin, cousin kissing, cow tipping Mother Hubbards. My daddy said I'm the best kisser in the family. This is my brother and my cousin. Oh, I'm gonna lay into all those Green Bay freaks. Because they got us good, and I'm petty. I'm Petty Murphy. I'm telling you. I am petty. But let's take a quick break, and we'll with my man Glenn Morgan on the other side. So keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey.
Warren throws, wide open man, finally got it to his tight end, Loveland. From the 45, under center, Warren. The pitch, now the end around, a flea flicker. Warren's got a man, Loveland again. Broke one tackle. Posted Loveland down the sideline, all the way to the 19-yard line. Second down, 8. Warren down the middle. Got a man, and it's Loveland on the run. And he's still going.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those comes courtesy of CBS. Man. That was Colston. You see how smooth he is. I like it. I like it. Let Ben Johnson get people that he feels fits his system. Who the hell are we to think it's better for his system than him? He created his offense. Let him go get people he feels fit it best, like he did in his previous stop. We can criticize it after 2 years. Shit, trust me. If this guy does half the stuff he did in Michigan, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. But I'm gonna bring in my guy. Driving back from incestuous land up there. Come on back. Stay. I couldn't think of anything else, anything stupid to say. But he's a good friend of the program. He's a Bears draft analyst. My man, Glenn Morgan. Glenn, what's up, Papa? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Shawn? How's it going, man? You having a good time, it sounds like.
I'm having a great time, man.
Some good people in Green. There's some good people in Green Bay. I can't speak for the organization, but there's some good people in Green Bay. Spent a great time with them yesterday. So I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't apply to everybody in Green Bay. That's all I'm saying.
That's a generalization, of course. You know, it's a generalization. I mean, most people had the same mullet and their kisses. Like, you guys are crazy. Some people wearing their Favre jersey from 1996. But anyway, let me get your thoughts, man. How did you like the pick overall? Coastal Loveland, number 10.
My initial reaction, I felt like we got the wrong tight end. I've been a proponent of Tyler Warren for pretty much the last several weeks. I definitely had convinced myself that there are so many ways he could be utilized because of Ben Johnson's creativity and what we've seen him do with the Lions, what we've seen him do with tight end position. You know, from having Hockenson going to Laporta and people kind of questioning letting Hockenson go and taking Laporta when they did, but that obviously turned out very well for the Lions and their offense. So my initial reaction was Warren can fit the dynamics of what he likes to do, he being Johnson, and all the multifaceted ways he has utilized the tight end position and what he's done offensively overall. So again, I was frustrated. You add in the injury, it's like, what are we doing with the 10th pick? Why are we taking an injured guy? Blah, blah, blah. I don't dislike Colston as a player. I thought he was going to fit really well with what the Colts were doing. And I thought because the Colts offensive line was that much more established, Colston can come in and be that third or that fourth receiver, I should say, somewhat not too dissimilar in his style and abilities to the tight end in Buffalo right now. And again, as I'm driving, an name escaped me, but he reminds me a lot of him in terms of how smooth he is, in terms of how he avails himself as a pass receiver and so forth. I just like Warren's ability to be a blocker and, again, just the dynamics that he offers in terms of his versatility. So that was my initial reaction. And some hours later, I can live with it based upon kind of the things you were saying in terms of just his effectiveness on the field, but also Ben Johnson really wanting this guy specifically. And he had a choice between the two, and this is the one that he thought fits his system best. So I'm going to take a little bit of your enthusiasm, my best friend's advice, and I'm just going to be a fan with this one.
Okay. Yeah, and again, it didn't floor me, and I'm not jumping for joy. I wasn't screaming from the rooftops, but it's one piece. All right, and the thing, and here's the thing: this guy played for Harbaugh. Harbaugh doesn't recruit any busters, man. He doesn't recruit any punks. All right, they run the ball in Michigan. In case you guys don't know, they run the ball in Michigan a lot. Okay, JJ McCarthy, it was down on him. He's a game manager. No, he wasn't asked to throw the ball because they ran it all the time. This dude can block in line. This dude can go in the slot. This dude can go outside. This dude can do a lot. He's a tough kid. Jim Harbaugh is not going to recruit kids that are not tough. You cannot play for Jim Harbaugh if you are not tough. He's a throwback to the old school, and this is another reason I like him because of his upbringing, his pedigree. He won a national championship. Let's not forget that. He was a big part of that team. All right? He didn't have a quarterback this past year once JJ graduated. So I'm happy about it. Again, I'm not over the moon about it, but I get it. It's one piece of the puzzle, and I like what I see. And again, I'm gonna let Ben Johnson cook, man, because this is his offense. I'm gonna say, you know who you want, what type of players you want for your offense better than I know what type of player you want for your offense. I can speculate, but you're to do cook a dinner, and you get to pick your own groceries. So I'm gonna go with that. And I can't wait to see who they get today. Talk to me about what you're looking at today.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going next. It's like, okay, and I get you one part of the piece, and going forward, what do we do? So I still believe, and I think most people would believe, other positions that need to be addressed, edge rusher, most definitely someone opposite Montez Sweat. I believe everyone, and I'm in line with this too, a running back that can be, explosive, but also provide the grit inside the 5-yard line, a guy that can get you those tough yards when you need that first down when it's, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. Someone that gives you the versatility that when he's on the field, you don't know whether or not it's going to be a run or pass play. I think these things kind of feed into the creativity that Ben Johnson has exhibited since he's been in the NFL. And then I think you can either go, but getting Loveland, you don't necessarily have to get that slot receiver per se. There's not necessarily emphasis on that position today, I would say. But I would lean more toward getting one of the safeties out there that should be available, whether it's Watts or whether it's Umaminori, which, he's still available, because we don't know about Brisker. We don't know how long his health's going to hold out. We don't know a lot of things when it comes to that. Plus, there's several defensive backs, particularly at the safety position, where they're going to be unrestricted free agents this year, so are going into next year, I should say. So that's something that's an area of, I wouldn't say worry, but it's something that needs to be addressed, and I think that can be addressed maybe with the 72nd pick. If I'm going to be more specific. So yeah, those are the things that I think that are things we should be looking towards for tonight, rounds 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of good safeties out there, Glenn. A shitload of safeties. You got Nick Emanwari, the kid from South Carolina. You got Kevin Winston from Penn State. Xavier Watts from Notre Dame. You still got Malachi Moore from Alabama. You got a lot of safeties out there, quality safeties.
And Cooper, is it Makuba from Texas? I think he's still available too, right?
Oh, Andrew Makuba. Yes, he's still available as well. I mean,
I'm high on him too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good number of safeties you can get that we need. All right, so my thought is this: I wanted Ariate first with 39. If he's still there, big tackle from Minnesota. Then give me a running back, or I would say, okay, you want to hold off on a running back, then I could take my safety at 41. And then my running back at the 3rd round. We'll see.
Yeah,
so,
offensive line that can definitely be addressed. And I'm very flexible. It's not like, defensively you have to have these today. I mean, if offensive lineman is the next best player for the Bears situation going forward in terms of how the draft, falls, then, by all means address that too, because you can't ever have enough people on the offensive line, particularly when we still have guys who aren't, we don't know necessarily how healthy they're going to be going into the season. Not only that, but you want to upgrade the competition. You want to improve. You want to get your roster to be that much more dynamic and that much better, basically. So, am I sold on Braxton Jones remaining as our left tackle? Not necessarily. And again, he's in a situation. He's in a contract situation too. So, if you can improve the level of your talent, whatever areas you need to address, by all means do so.
Looking at the edge, you got Mike Green. Here's who's still available in the edge at the edge position, and I think this is awesome. I know Mike Green. You got to work out those off the field issues. And the
Bears stay away from that. Because he had 2 situations that were somewhat similar. I think that's someone that we can probably say the Bears are not going to have on their board in terms of them taking him. But I get what you're saying. Talent-wise, yeah, it makes some sense. But that the quote-unquote, and although he was, clear and everything, the fact that it was 2 different situations, I don't know how that's going to play in Hallis Hall or at Hallis Hall.
Right. But they said Mike Green, you got Donovan Ezuruakai from Boston College. You still got JT Tuimoloa from Ohio State. You still got Landon Jackson from Arkansas. So you still got some quality edge rushers that you can go get if that's where you want to go. You still got Prince Uniami from Ole Miss. There's
right?
Pardon?
Nick Scourgeon out of Texas A&M is still available too. Yes.
You should be. Let me see. I don't see Nick something else.
Scourgeon out of A&M.
Yeah, Nick Skirton. Yes. He's available as well. So
Jack Sawyer, I don't know too. So yeah, there are a lot of edge rushers that are still viable and available for the Bears.
So we're in a good spot. I'm really happy with what's going on with this. Where do you think they go? Where do you think they jump in for the running back? Because they need a running back. You take it. They think they take it at 39-41 or 70? Was it 72?
72. I'll be slightly shocked if it's not 39 or 41. I think one of those two spots is where we'll see the Bears take a running back, and I think it's going to be one of the two Ohio State running backs. I'm more high on Junkins than I am Henderson, but I'm fine with either of those two. So I think one of those guys will be someone. Now, if they take Caleb Johnson, that'll be interesting. I think Caleb gets a knock for not being like explosive in terms of the first step, but he's got good long speed. He had a lot of big runs really at Iowa. And when you consider how basic or just how limited at times Iowa's offense has been, the fact that he was one of their more dynamic weapons, or one they utilized more and more, that really wasn't surprised that the ball was going to go to him, and he still produced. For a while there, I think he was maybe one of the top 5 running backs in the country, and arguably a Heisman. Someone that they were talking about the Heisman somewhere, I'd say Octoberish to some degree. So someone like Caleb Johnson, he gives you that inside power to be able to score from, near the goal line, but also somebody that, if he gets a crease and it gets a bit of an opening, he could pop off a 20-yard run as well. So I wouldn't be shocked if Caleb Johnson is someone that this is not. I can't recall off the top of my head him catching the ball a lot. So I think that's probably going to play more to Ben Johnson, the type of running back he's going to get, someone who can be a threat as a pass catcher, and not just someone catching screens per se, but someone that can, maybe do a good Texas route, someone that can go out there, and do a wheel route, someone who can get downfield and catch the ball. I think that may play into it as well when we talk about the type of running back that the Bears are going to be targeting.
Yeah, so he's in his draft, in his scouting profile, he catches the ball pretty well, and I like him because he was up there in forced missed tackles, right? Ashton Jensen led the country in forced missed tackles, but this guy is 6'1", 225.
Yep.
Yeah, 6'1", 225, and you making people miss? You're like that? Like you're the top of the nation, top of that list? Yeah, give me that kind of guy to go to kind of to balance the opposite of DeAndre Swift. I like this guy. I mean, if we get Quinshon Judkins, who's 6 feet 2 1/4, I'm okay. I like Caleb, but again, give me this type of guy. Let Ben pick guys who he thinks them best. And if he thinks Caleb Johnson's best, cool. If he thinks Quinshon Judkins fits better, cool. Whoever he thinks fits better for the system that he's building, his offense that he created, I'm cool with it. But my personal pick is Caleb Johnson. If we can get him this year, I like him. Again, for me, the thing is that he can come out of the backfield. He can pass pro. He breaks tackles. He doesn't have great speed. He's got good speed. He'll probably take to the house from like 50. Like he probably ain't gonna hit a 60, 80-yard run. But you give him 40 to 50 yards out, he could take it. It could be a house call, which I like. Yeah. Now you got a big dude who could drop the shoulder, run over a DB, and then run away from the other ones. I like it. I like this kid.
Yeah, exactly. He's got that build-up speed. It takes a bit to get from 0 to 60. He doesn't quite go as fast as some other guys, but he definitely gets there, and he can hum once he gets to his top speed. And it's again a difficult guy to bring down in the open field. So yeah, I'm very pleased. I'd be pleased if it's Caleb Johnson. By all means. Let me ask you this: you keep saying let Ben cook. Is there anything that Ben Johnson would do that you would have an issue with? Is there anything that would make you go give you a head scratching moment in this draft in terms of position, if not particular player that was chosen?
I don't think so, Glenn. I don't think so. I think he knows what he wants. Again, this is his offense he's created. So I'm going to let him go build his offense again like he built it in Detroit. I don't think there's a head scratching one. If he feels, an offensive tackle is best as the next piece, okay, cool. If he figures a wide receiver is the next piece, cool. If he figures, A running back, he's cool. I'm cool with it. I don't think maybe a wide receiver might, but I think that's stretching it where I'd be like, really, a wide receiver? But there really isn't much that I would say I would question or scratch my head with the decision if we know it's a Ben Johnson pick. Like we know this Loveland is a Ben Johnson pick. So I don't think there's anything that would really cause me to scratch my head unless it's the wide receiver, because we just got Colson Loveland who could be the number 3 receiver.
Right. True. Exactly.
And his size and his athleticism, man, this dude, I like it a lot. Man, I like this young man more and more. The more highlights I see, and I like it a lot. He was rated by a lot of people. Matt Miller at ESPN, he was one of the guys who had him rated over Tyler Warren. And everybody's pissed. Like, oh, you're not even the best tight end in the draft. Like, how can you say that? And I get mad. I was annoyed. I'm like, you're going to tell Ben Johnson which tight end fits better in his system. Come on, man.
It's a good argument. Good argument. I saw a report was somebody had him second overall, like on the board period. Like I think it was Hunter first, and then Colson Loveland as in terms of just talent, had him rated that high. So there are people that think very highly of his abilities. So we'll see. I mean, obviously we'll see down the stretch. And tonight's going to make it interesting because, as someone pointed out to me earlier, it's just one piece. It's one piece of the puzzle. There's more. There's more to the tapestry that has to be woven tonight, and we'll get a better idea of exactly where this team is headed and what type of identity this offense is going to have, especially, but also too, how much more fortified this defense. And are we going to see Dennis Allen, the Bears' new defensive coordinator? Are we going to see him have an influence in what defensive players are being chosen? Because as of yet, everything has been so much focused on the offense, which makes sense considering who our quarterback was last year, who our quarterback is, considering who the new head coach is, and there's definitely an offensive bent when you consider Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. But defensively, we cannot forget about that because until otherwise proven, this as a Bears organization, as a Bears town, it's always been a defensive organization. So we shall see what the draft unfolds when it comes to the defensive players that are chosen for the Bears.
Yeah, guys, we're joined by Glenn Morgan, Chicago Bears draft analyst, talking Bears football here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. I think they addressed some of Dennis Allen's needs. You got the defensive end, O'Day. You got him. You got Grady Jarrett. I know it's not Grady Jarrett of 6 years ago, but this is a Grady Jarrett who's still. He's coming off injury, but this guy, when he's healthy, he has a motor that doesn't stop. He's already tutoring and mentoring those youngsters, and most importantly, JonahJackson seniors of the world, getting those guys with that type of mentality. So I think you address defense. I do think you need to give Dennis Allen a rookie now so he can kind of mold him into something, with the help of Grady Jarrett being a mentor. I think they do need to let Dennis Allen have his voice heard in the draft. I think we need to do that as well. And if we do, I think it's going to.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said if we do, I think that's just going to balance it out.
Yeah, I'm curious, and like I was saying, where does he make his imprint? And I think the position that will really get a feel of Dennis Allen and where he may want to go in terms of, again, a long-time defensive coordinator who's had a lot of success. I think it'll be at the defensive edge position. Opposite Montez Sweat. What type of guy? A lot of us have an idea that we think is more of a 6'4", 6'5", 255 to 265, maybe 270 type of defensive end. So we'll see. If it's someone that's a little bit smaller than that, I'm not sure if that's as much a Dennis Allen pick as it's like, okay, this is what we're going to give you because of X, Y, Z. But if you give me someone like Landon Jackson or Dick Skirton coming off the opposite edge of Montez Sweat, then I'll definitely know that Dennis Allen's voice is definitely being heard during draft day. Obviously, like you said, they took everything into account when he came into the fold with Chicago, what they did in free agency. I want to see that continue. I want to continue seeing and hearing his voice be represented by a pick that's chosen defensively. I think at the defensive end position, that's where I need to see it.
Well, I hope they do get a good run instead. We just went through a couple of the edge players that are still available, and it's interesting, where the Bears go from here. All right. Is it offensive tackle? Is it safety? Is it defensive lineman? Edge? Is it a 3-tech? All right. Where does the running back position fall? All right. There's a couple of different ways they can go to add depth. Maybe even a contributor, instant contributors. Even the running back will be an instant contributor. So there's a lot of ways they can go, and I'm excited to see which way they go. Starting today at 6:00, and that's going to be one heck of a round 2 for us in round 3. Eventually, round 2 is going to be pretty dope.
Let me ask you this, Shawn, about our competitors in the division, Lions, Packers, and Vikings. How do you feel about what they did last week?
They let me look and see, just kind of rehash what they did. The Packers got Matthew Golden, a wide receiver. I'm okay. Donovan Jackson, the guard. Minnesota drafted Donovan Jackson, guard from Ohio State. Okay, not fancy, but definitely helps. Tyreek Williams, Ohio State, that could be a problem. The Lions drafted him, so that could be a little bit of a problem. Not too crazy, not too concerned with a lot of their picks. I think they fortified it. Solid pick for Minnesota. Again, drafting guard Donovan Jackson and Tyreek Williams, the Detroit Lions, drafting the defensive tackle from Ohio State. I think they were good. I'm not like, oh, shit, they got him. Not unless it's like Graham or anything like that, or Abdul Carter. So I think they just helped.
I was surprised. I thought the Lions might go more of an edge rusher, to kind of help balance it. They really losing Aiden Hutchinson last year really affected them, I think, when it got to later. So I thought maybe getting someone equally as talented, as far as being a first round acquisition, would be something that they would focus on. But again, it's a very deep draft for edge rushers. So even though they didn't address it, maybe the Lions didn't address it last night, doesn't mean they won't address it going forward. And getting Tyreek Williams really helps them out on the interior, which, again, invariably can help your pass rush from the interior as opposed to worrying about just generating, pressure from outside.
Yeah, I was very surprised that Kenneth Grant from Michigan went so high. He went 13th to the Miami Dolphins. I was really surprised that he went that high.
Yeah, me too. For a nose tackle to go that high, you really have to consider how much damage he was doing, to justify taking him that high. I think it's a good pick. I think it's a solid pick. I don't know that they necessarily had to take it at 13, kind of like what you're saying. But they definitely had some weaknesses in the interior. I mean, last year you kind of saw that going into the season when both their defensive tackles left via free agency. So I think they're probably realizing we really need to address that. So it was probably more of a need pick than a best player position pick. I would think maybe the reason why he went as high as he did specifically to the Dolphins.
Yeah, because the Dolphins don't pick until 48, so they probably figured he'd be long gone at that particular point.
Right.
But yeah, I liked him. I was hoping in some strange universe that Mason Graham would have fallen. The Bears trade up to draft him and say number 5 or number 6. All right, and then you go back and get Kenneth Grant in the second round, with the 39th pick. I would have liked that kind of party a lot, but unfortunately, it didn't play out that way. But it's going to be interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to tonight, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you think the Bears make any trade? Do you think they trade back maybe from 41 to 45-ish or so, get another pick?
I actually do. I do see. Personally, do I want them to? No, I want them to get the best players they can possibly get right now. But if you're trading back, and they, like you said, you fall from 41 or 45 or 46, that's not too far away from where you're already at. Plus, you're acquiring a little more draft capital. And the Bears and Poles has been known to do that, to trade down, in later rounds a little bit. So I wouldn't be unopposed to that. And there is a lot of talent, although this isn't considered as high in a draft as last year. There's a lot of talent in the middle part of this draft. And I think teams are realizing that, and they're going to want to maneuver as best they can to get whatever player that they think is, oh, I didn't think he would be there. Let me jump up and get him right now because I don't think he'll be here 3 or 4 picks later. We saw a little bit of that last night when you saw that. I call it kind of a necessary trade between the Eagles and the Chiefs. You know, it's like the Eagles felt the need to have to move up to get a guy that probably wasn't going to be taken by the Chiefs. They could have just waited. But when you feel like, hey, you know what, I need to get him. I don't want to take any chances that maybe the Chiefs don't do, but maybe somebody else, you know, tries to do that. So maybe that's why they, you know, made that move. You know, far be it for me to figure out and to criticize a team that's won the Super Bowl and has been there 2 out of the last 3 years. It looks like they're going to be a, you know, significant organization going forward for the next at least 3 to 5 years. So, you know, c'est la vie. But yeah, I think we'll see a lot of more maneuverings tonight in rounds 2 and 3, more so than we did even last night.
I hope so. I'd like for them to trade back from 41 to 43, 45, somewhere in there. If you can get a 3rd round pick here. My question to you is this: who does Ryan Poles let Ian Cunningham make the 3rd round picks? Because his 3rd round picks these 3 years have sucked, all of them.
I think that's a rhetorical question. I would say no. And if I'm Ben Johnson, I go double down on the no. So, hey, you sit this one out, Ian. You know, let me show you how I like to do it. And maybe next year, if you're still here, you know, we'll revisit this. But yeah, I'm gonna say hopefully not on that one. That's my answer to that one is please don't.
Yeah, I don't want him picking the 3rd round because his 3rd round picks have sucked. Just give those up. Ian, go ahead. You're up to bat. You know, put me in, coach. I'm ready to pick. There you go. Get a bat. Get your helmet. Get out there. Get 3rd round pick. Because you know we got was it Velus Jones, Zach Pickens, and then Kieran Amagaji. Like, come on, all 3.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, you know, if this is how I want to hear it in a Bears war room. Hey, Ian, yeah, you pick the vending machine. We're a little thirsty. You pick the vending machine and you do that and figure out, get us some drinks, come back. Well, you know, go ahead. Best vending machine out there. Thank you. You know.
So hey, it's good. So either way, it's going to be fun today. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Glenn, I appreciate your time. I know that everybody know where they can find you online.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You guys can catch me out there in the YouTube land. Easy Smoking the GM podcast. And again, on platforms such as these, such as yours, that gracious enough to allow me to share some time on the platform, talking what I love to do and talk most about, which is football, whether it's collegiate, NFL, and especially the Bears.
Great stuff, buddy. I appreciate your time, man. Be safe coming back. All right, again, thank you.
All right, bro. Peace.
Move it!
Many will hear the calling. Few.
All right, that has a lot to do with it, with this pick. He knows what he likes, what he wants. I'm really excited today. So I'm gonna be at Output. The one on Grand, 6 o'clock. If you want to come hang out, come hang out. Like I said, the concert, the Cat Williams concert I'm going to be at, that starts at 8. So I'll be there. I'll be able to see the 2 second-round picks that the Bears have. All right, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll be pretty dope. Pretty, pretty, pretty dope. So, what do you want, guys? What do you want? Who do you want them to pick? All right, here's what we're going to do. In the comments, we're just going 39 now. We'll just 39th pick. What do you want them to do with the 39th pick? Give me your guy. Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, Caleb Johnson, Arianse Ursary, Mike Green. Who do you want at 39? Who do you want at 39? All right. Give me your suggestions, who you want, your choices for the number 39 pick. Or if you want to trade out of that, let me know. If you want to trade out of the 39th pick, let me know. But who do you want at 39? Hit it, put it in the chat, and we'll put it up on here, and we'll talk about it. I already told you who I want. I want Arianse Ursary. Okay, if he's gone, then maybe go get your safety. Or go get an edge rusher. If you're solid on the offense, if you're okay with the defensive line, I'm really not. But I'd say go get a safety if Arianse Ursary is gone at 39. Xavier Woods. We just talked about the 4 safeties that I would feel comfortable with taking in the second round. And here's another thing. If all of them are there, don't take them. Wait till the third round, to the 71st pick, 71st, 78th. Because they're not there. One of them is going to be there. Now, is it going to be your guy? I don't know. But what if it's a second-rated safety that you have? Are you okay with that? But everybody in the chat, do me a favor. Who do you want the Bears to take with 39, the 39th pick? I got nobody here yet. Come on, give me some names. Who do you want? Who do you want the Bears to pick with 39? I gave you mine, Arianse Ursary. That's who I want. But who do you want that you'd be happy with the 39th pick? No one? Bueller? Nobody? Wow. Wow, that's messed up, Holmes. Nothing, huh? Yeah. I got nothing. You don't got the bookkeeper, you got nothing. King Booker World, Cornelius, Rick. So Rick Gonzalez says he wants Travion Henderson. You want the running back at 39. Okay. Do you think you can get him at 41 and pick someone else? Are you cool with it? Or do you think whoever you want at 39 is going to be there at 41? Steve-O says in the back, he said a top 5 pick prospect that slipped. All right, who do you want? Who's that top 5 prospect that you slipped? Don't say Shedeur Sanders. So Rick says O-line or D-line at 39. You got a guy? You got a name? You got a guy? You got a name at 39? At 39? I gave you Arianse Ursary for my 39th pick, offensive tackle from Minnesota. Give me your offensive or defensive lineman. Remember, there's still a lot of. Go to ESPN. They got here best available. Here you go. They go by position. Here's a question. Do you go Will Johnson? Mike Green got back. What do you mean? You mean back like he's still out there, but you're still looking at his off the field situationships. All right, here's the thing. He got accused by it happened a couple of times. It wasn't just a one-time thing. All right, Nick Emanwari, safety from South Carolina. Darius Alexander. Cornelius, that's your guy. You want to take him at 39 or 41? Oh, no. Just talk 39 right now. Who do you want at 39? Let's see. Ariante Ursary, number 17. He's the best offensive tackle out there. Now, you want the edge rusher and JT Tuimoloau. JT Tuimoloau. Kid from Ohio State. Jonah Savainea, guard from Arizona. What do you want? What do you mean, Johnson? Who do you want, Johnson & Johnson? Will Johnson? What other Johnson are you talking about? I don't see another Johnson. It's pretty high up there. But no one else? Bellissimo Jr., Shawn, Jay Grizz, Cornelius, Ant Moss. Who you thinking? Give me someone who you want at number 39. Give me a name. Oh, that's who you're talking, Johnson & Johnson. You're talking Will Johnson and Jalen Johnson. Okay, you want Will Johnson. Take him at 39? I don't know if they will, but I see where you're going with that. Jalen on one side, did you lose all faith in their other cornerback? No, I can't. Now his name escapes me. Come on. Tyreek Stevenson. Thank you, Steve-O. Rick, have you lost all faith in Tyreek Stevenson? Because Ben Johnson likes his type. He's big. He's physical. Foster Covers checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? You said you want Savinea and Judkins. Okay. Who's at 39? Savinea? You want Savinea? He's a guard from Arizona. I could see Judson. Rick Gonzalez says Tyreek's a head case. I think so too, but it doesn't mean that a new regime can't kind of corral him, so to speak, channel his energy. Doesn't mean that. So I don't know. Anyone else at 39? Who would you like at 39? Let's talk about it. Don't forget, you got Landon Johnson. You got edge rushers. You got some edge rushers in that class who can go. Rick, that is a phenomenal point. Al Harris should do wonders for Tyreek. Yes, I agree completely. I agree completely. Rick, there was a really smart, really smart guy who at one point said, coaching matters. Coaching matters. And you get a guy like Al Harris who was good in his day. You got him coaching up a Tyreek Stevenson, a young buck like that. I'm happy. That's why I like to see so many former players getting back into coaching, because you understand, one, you played the game at this level. Two, you can kind of mitigate some of the learning curve from your players. Hey, listen, here's what happened. When I played, here's what happened. Why don't you try this to avoid this from happening? Right? You can kind of be a cheat code for them, and that's what you want. You want them to get up to be as good as possible as soon as possible. As good as possible as soon as possible. So what you do is you want to try to, it's just like a parent. You want them to avoid a lot of the mistakes and mishaps that you made growing up. Coaches, we do the same thing with our players. But if it's a position you played before and you can give them advice to help them, that's even better. So yeah, Al Harris is going to be I think he's a great addition to this secondary, this coaching staff. Great addition. Because he's going to help Tyreek Stevenson. He's also going to help Jalen Johnson. There's a lot of everybody else. Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, whoever else we drafted safety. It's important we have good coaching. So we got talented young men. That's not going to do anything if you got shitty coaching. See what we got here. Oh, that was Siri. Oh, I said it, Rick. Rick, you asked. You said, who do I want at 39? Give me Ariante Ursary. Give me Ariante Ursary. Give me that left tackle, and I'm good. If I have my druthers, Ariante Ursary, Mike Green or Landon Jackson. I know they're most likely not. They're going to stay far away from Green because of his off the field situations. But that guy's a baller. That guy's a baller. My first pick, Ariante Ursary, is who I want at 39. Shore up that left tackle spot. Now we got 4/5 of a new offensive line. Whew. Let's freaking go. Rick says, if we draft a safety at 39 or 41, does that signal the end of Brisker? No, not at all. No. This is literally just insurance for Brisker. Excuse me. We don't know what Brisker's situation is going to be. We don't know if he's going to take a hard shot and be in concussion protocol for 8-10 weeks again. We don't know the course of his season. It's going to be cut short again. We don't know that. And the Bears will be left hand holding the bag, not having a quality backup. So no, it's not. It doesn't signal the end of Brisker, because you could have two good safeties. And I wish Brisker the best. I want him to be able to play. I want him to be able to contribute. Yeah, Rick says, I hope he pulls through. Brisker is good when healthy. Yeah, when healthy. He's very good. He's a difference maker. He sets the tone. He brings the attitude to this defense. Attitude. He'd be knocking people out, including himself. I'm okay with that. So no one else who wants it? Who wants who at 39? Give me your pick for 39. Foster Cover says, I just worry about O-line injury. I hear you. So if you draft Ariante Ursary, you want him to start. You put him into the starting left tackle. You got Braxton Jones rehabbing. You can fight for it when you get healthy and gain some strength because you haven't been able to lift and squat because your ankles was operated on. And Ariante Ursary, and Kieran Amagaji. You have a whole off season now to get your body in better shape than it was last season. You want to win? You want to win that job? You want to play? You got to improve. Got to improve. Got to. Or proper English, you have to. Cornelius said, I would probably go with running back at 39 because I wouldn't want to miss out on Judkins or Johnson. Well, you get either one. If they're both there, you'll get either one of them at 41. There's only one pick between you, only the 40th pick. So you pick them at 41, you're good. Either one. Because you pick 39, somebody picks 40, you're right back on the clock. If I can get Ariante Ursary at 39, I'm taking 39. Unless I get a stud defensive lineman at 39. Someone who had a great, at this point, give me someone who had a great year. Not in 24, but in 23. And then maybe got hurt a little bit. Maybe fell out of favor with coach. I don't know. Give me one of those guys. Yeah, give me one of those guys. Those guys are. Rick says, who makes the bigger jump this year, Booker or Kieran Amagaji? That's a good question. Austin Booker, defensive end, they jumped back in the draft last year to get him. Wow. This kid's got a motor. I'm looking at this. Wow. Thinking. Damn. So I don't know. Here we go. Now we get some people. That's what I'm talking about. So let me answer this one, Rick. Who makes a bigger jump this year? I say Kieran Amagaji. I say Kieran Amagaji because he's got something to play. I started thinking and just kind of those went into another world for a second, King Booker. Well, I'm good. Bad. Take a chance with Giggity Green. I hear you. I'd like that a lot. I would really like that, but I don't think the Bears are going to do that. No, yeah, Patty, I'm good. I was thinking and just kind of whoop. Cornelius said at 39, I should get who I really want, and that's Judkins. Okay. Are you scared whoever's, I forgot who's 40. Are you scared someone's going to take him at 40? But if that's who you really want, cool. Judkins is a bigger back. He's 6 feet, 6'1", 220 with good speed. Not great. He doesn't have Travion Henderson's speed, but he's got good speed. He's got good speed. I like that. A big back. Again, give me someone, a different type of back from DeAndre Swift. Different type of back. Green would be real interesting. I don't think they're going to be all right, but Green would be real interesting. Because he led the NCAA in sacks last year. And granted, it wasn't against top D1 competition, but still D1. And if you can get a guy like that who listen, you know how to rush the passer, you know how to rush the passer. And there's things you can do. You can hit the weight room, but some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. If you just got to get stronger, just throw in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Cornelius says both Braxton and Kieran have more length than all the tackles in this draft. Yeah, they are real. They got real long arms, and they're lanky. Braxton got the big, long legs, skinny legs, but long legs, big, long arms. So does Kieran Amagaji. Interesting. Very interesting. What about round 3? I asked Glenn, I'm like, are you going to give someone else the range? You're going to give Ian Cunningham the range to pick the 3rd round picks? Because you have a history, Coach Mr. Poles, of having shitty picks, shitty selections in round 3. No offense, just you're not good at it. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I'm looking to see where the rest of the Bears picks are. I thought I saved it. The 71 or 78 that they have the next pick after 72 that they have after their 49th pick, 41st pick. I got to look at it. Yeah, here we go. Sorry. 72. King Booker Will says, Green got the power. He just needs to stay in the crib on non-game days. You don't get to enjoy Chicago, Mr. Green. No. Yeah, so 39, 41, and 72. Arianti Ursary. Man, that 41 pick. Do I take my running back there or I take my safety there? I say that, but then the safety position is one we still got to address. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Where's safeties? All right, you got Nick Emanwari, Winston, Watts. So you got about 4 safeties. Can you get one? And are you okay with getting the 3rd or 4th best safety? What about running back? Are you okay with them getting a running back at 72? You miss out on Quinshawn Judkins. You miss out on Caleb Johnson. All right, and now you're down to. Hold on, let me look at the running backs. Now you're down to in the running back spot because you missed Travion Henderson, Quinshawn Judkins, Caleb Johnson. You're down to maybe the Cam Scannaboo. Devin Neal's a nice running back out of Kansas. Oregon, yeah, he's 5'10", 205, not that bad. But he's just a little bigger than DeAndre Swift. RJ Harvey from UCF. He's 5'8", 205, another DeAndre Swift guy. Trevor Etienne, 5'9", another DeAndre Swift guy. Brashard Smith from SMU. He's 5'10", 195. Smaller guy, again, like DeAndre Swift. Woody Marks, 5'10", 205, maybe a little stronger. Okay. Jaden Blue, running back, 5'9", too small for me. Where do you want to go? Castro, huh? Who's the running back? Castro. Let me see who Castro is. Yeah, I don't see Castro in the running backs. Martinez, Tootin, Etienne, Smith, Marks, Blue, Hunter, Allen, Mongal, Brooks, Gordon, Mullins, Yarns, Johnson, Merritt. Who's Castro play for, King Book of World? See, I'll look on the second page of running backs. Oh, safety Castro. Okay. Let's see who's it. Sebastian Castro from Iowa. That's who you're talking about? Okay. They got him as the 14th best safety available. You still got Nick Emanwari, Kevin Winston, Xavier Watts, Andrew Mukuba, Malachi Moore. So it's interesting how it's going to play out. So looking forward to it again tonight. Man, listen, 3 hours is coming and going. I want to thank my guest, Glenn Morgan, for coming on talking Bears football with me. Man, how cool was this pick?
So with the 10th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Colston Loveland, tight end, Michigan.
Wow, so it's Colston Loveland, not Tyler Warren. That's a bit of a surprise.
I had them right next to each other on my list, so they're both excellent players, different styles.
That could courtesy of ESPN. Green Bay Packer fans booing us. Inbred hillbillies. I digress. But I'm excited for that. I was happy with what we got. Again, not over the moon, but it's one piece. You start getting another piece and another piece, and all these pieces add up. The sum is greater than the parts. All right, sum is greater than the parts. Each person will have a role in Ben Johnson's offense. So listen, guys, have a phenomenal weekend. All right, it's supposed to be nice today. What's it going to be? 65 degrees today. 65 degrees today. Beautiful, beautiful day of weather. Oh, is it going to be rainy? What are we doing here? What are we doing? It's going to be a little rainy. Let's find out. Where's my Cheryl Scott forecast? Cheryl, where you at? Where you at? If not, it's still 65 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day out. Get out there. Get some walking in. Meet up with your peoples for dinner, for drinks. I don't even know what page it is. I can't even find a page. Anyway, have a phenomenal day. Foster says, is there a run on running backs to start the second round? There could be. Very well could be. All right. Listen, I'm gonna hit the Cat Williams concert tonight. Man, I'm gonna take a quick nap after I pick up the Warden. I was tired from hanging out with my guy Eddie at Output from yesterday, the Friends and Family soft opening. All right, so you guys have a phenomenal day, and let your loved ones know you love them, because tomorrow was promised to nobody. All right, as I said, make sure everybody, all you guys send a text, a voice memo, something. Get together with some of your people and let them know that you love them. All right, Lakina and Sid coming on at 12 o'clock, at 12:15, excuse me. For another 2 hours, we're gonna replay this at 6 p.m. tonight. And don't forget, tomorrow the Smoke Fellas are on. We're gonna be talking this as well. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra. Your boy is out.